Finally, Mike, once again, great to be on your show. Couldn't tell you how pumped up we are, not only about tomorrow night, but the game on Saturday at 6 p.m. at Boardwalk Hall. It's going to be a great weekend in Atlantic City. As we all know, the LPGA is in town. Had a chance to play in the Pro-Am yesterday, a great event. It's nice to see the spotlight of America on Atlantic City. And, of course, our game tomorrow night, the Soul hosting Las Vegas Outlaws. Vince Neil from Motley Crue fame will be in the house. We intend to kick their ass. So we're going to have a national TV audience on CBS broadcasting that game. So it's really exciting weekend for Atlantic City. The weather's going to be great. Our team is ready. We expect to win the football game, and there will be festivities all day long on Saturday. And, of course, the big kickoff from the Chamber of Commerce at Chicken Pete's tomorrow night at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, that's a big night tomorrow. We started all off the weekend, and that's one of the things that you guys have really done a good job with, Jaws, is you made it like a bowl game atmosphere where the whole weekend fans from both sides and casual fans alike can really experience something different leading up to the actual event, and then, of course, after the event is over.
Well, there's a lot going on, and we really wanted to make this a special event, Mike. And, the Boardwalk Bowl emphasis, it's not just a game with kickoff at 6 o'clock. There are activities going on all day Saturday. Our cheerleaders, we have bands. There's all kinds of activities. And, of course, tomorrow night we'll be at Chicken Pete's, and, all our members of our team will be there, our coaching staff, blending in with the business community of Southern New Jersey and Atlantic City. The Tony Rodeo and the Tropicana, they have been incredible hosts. We're looking forward to just an amazing weekend, bringing a bright, positive spotlight on Atlantic City. I'm thankful to Mayor Guardian, Senator Sweeney, the governor's office, the CRDA. Everyone has been tremendous in trying to make this game a huge success. And not only this year have a Boardwalk Bowl, but in the future have a couple Philadelphia Soul games in Atlantic City.
Yeah, that'll be really cool. So that's what we're taking a look at this weekend. If Atlantic City will support something like this to have the Soul come back multiple times in the future. Saturday from 12 to 2, there's a pep rally inside of Chickies and Pete's, and highlighted by live performances. Some bands are going to be out there to really get you ready, and then the kickoff at 6:05. And then also on Saturday at noon, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for young kids to get out there and experience some cool events too. So this really is for people of all ages, family-friendly, and also some of the adults can come out and enjoy themselves in a couple of different realms. And it really we asked that question a couple of days ago on the show. Will Atlantic City support? I guess this is the test right here, Jaws.
Yeah, no question about it. To a certain degree, it is a referendum on Atlantic City and its population. Can they support sporting events? We know a sports commission has been formed that wants to bring positive sporting events to Atlantic City. It could be boxing, it could be a baseball game, it could be anything. Right now it's Philadelphia Soul football. And I know a lot of people around the country. I know the people, particularly at CBS that I've spoken to this week, are watching this game closely because they would like to do more events in Atlantic City. But it'll be critical that we get a good turnout, that people get into the game, that it's a really good show. And I think it can all be positive for the future of Atlantic City. And you did mention the kids. And arena football is rock and roll football. I mean, it is fast-paced. It is fun. It is family-friendly. You don't have to mortgage your house to get a ticket to go to a Philadelphia Soul game. And this isn't, your grandfather's football. It's not your dad's football. It's a young people's football. So we look to not only brand the Philadelphia Soul, but the Arena Football League style of football, which is fast-paced, rock and roll, great athletes, a 2.5-hour event, not only football, but great entertainment. So, we do target some of the young people so that we can develop fans for life of the Philadelphia Soul and the Arena Football League. And we have a lot of our season ticket holders from the Atlantic City area and South Jersey. And this is a really good way to bring a game to them and a way of saying thanks for the support that you've given us through the years.
I wanted to ask you, too, about the uniqueness of Boardwalk Hall, about the venue for an Arena League game, with the open end on the one side, the closeness of all the seats, really. This might even be a more intriguing venue than the home, arena of the Wells Fargo Center.
Well, quite honestly, it is. And we have a great building in Philadelphia, the Wells Fargo Center, but it seats, like 19,000 people. Sometimes you have 10,000 people. It's obviously you have 10,000 empty seats as well. So when you have a smaller venue, and you put 8,000-9,000 people in, it looks packed, and it is a tremendous venue. 8 or 9 months ago, when John Palmieri and I toured that building along with John Adams, our chief operating officer, I mean, I was blown away. I've been to fights there, and I've been to other events at Boardwalk Hall, concerts, but when I saw it, and I saw what the setup could be for arena football, it is perfect. As you know, our game is very close to the fans. We play basically on a hockey rink that's played by 8 players on each team. It's fast-paced, and I think the fans that sit in those front rows will be shocked when they see the fierce physical contact of professional football. And, there are many of our players from the Soul and around the Arena Football League that are going to the National Football League, or some that have played in the National Football League. So you are seeing premier world-class athletes and people that come to the game. I believe they'll be shocked when they watch the physical contact of those in the Arena Football League, particularly when you have the sight lines and you're as close to the field as you are at Boardwalk Hall.
Yeah, and you might even see Jaws get mixing up in it. I've seen you get in the middle of somebody's plays here.
Mike, every once in a while I lose my head and forget that I haven't played in about 25 years. So.
There's more on our website, 97.3ESPN.com, with all the schedule of events. We just gave away the final pair of tickets, and we also had our grand prize winner who will win that autographed football, and obviously an opportunity to really see something cool. And as we said the other day, go on out and support this, because if it works, we'll see this multiple times in the future. And who knows, maybe a more permanent fixture somewhere further down the road, as we know that Boardwalk Hall, as you said, is a great venue and is looking for a more full-time tenant, I'm sure. So I played in the Pro-Am yesterday. How did you hit him?
Actually, hit him really good, but not as good as my pro, Atha Munoz. She was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I had such a great time playing with her. She's a lovely lady, incredible golfer with just an amazing personality. We played good golf, but, more importantly, we had a lot of fun. And the LPGA event, the shop rate, what they do with their commitment to this region, it's phenomenal. So I applaud all the people involved with the shop rate LPGA Classic, their players, their supporters, their sponsors. They got a class operation. It's a class act. I'm thankful that Stockton University sent an invitation to me to join their group and play. So, Phil Elmore does a great job there with Stockton University. So it was just a fun day, hang with those beautiful ladies and even better golfers.
Well, I know my group finished in the top 10. We were there in the top 10. I think we were 7 under par, but that was.
We were 9 or 10. I think I lost track.
All right. Well, I know when
got you, Mike.
I know the afternoon group has a little bit better opportunity to wake up. I was in that 7:50 tee time yesterday, so I guess by the end of the day we kind of slipped down there. But it was a lot of fun. You're right. They do a great job with that event, and it's great that these two events are married on the same weekend, and we can have an outstanding sports weekend in Atlantic City. Ron Jaworski, one of the principal owners of the Philadelphia Soul, they will be in town. Jaws will be here. Marquise Colston will be here. Vince Neal will be here from the opposing Outlaws, and you might not know who you might bump into this weekend. It will be a rock and roll type atmosphere. I was at the Who show Friday night. I'd love to see the building.
Nice.
I would like to see the building filled up like it was on Friday night at Boardwalk Hall, because that was a scene, and I hope that the city will support it in that manner.
Well, I know, with Vince Neal coming, and I know there's a lot of Motley Crue fans out there. I'd love to, get up close and personal with Vince. He's a very engaging, charming guy with great people skills. So, for those people that love their rock and roll music, Vince will be there. And we know people come out. We're expecting a really good crowd.
Nice.
We've heard from Atlantic City folks that they have a big walk-up crowd whenever there's an event. We're at about 5,000 or 6,000 sold tickets right now.
Nice.
And who knows, if we get a little groundswell of people tomorrow looking for something to do when the sun is going down, we want to see them at Boardwalk Hall as professional football comes to Atlantic City.
I'm glad to hear that ticket number. That was a number I was hopeful to hear, right in that range, and hopefully you're right. The walk-up helps it move. And if you're out there listening, come on out and see us tomorrow night at Chickies and Pete's. We are going to have a couple of extra pair of tickets we're going to bring with us tomorrow night for the event, and then on Saturday, who knows, we'll bump into us and hang out at Boardwalk Hall, and then after for the party, I'll see you there, Jaws.
You got it, Mike. Thanks, man. See you tomorrow night.